Okay, so in the last video, we made this Cyclops character, but I think that for a Cyclops, the weapon we want is maybe a custom club. So if we just stop the game so everything on our platform here appears, you'll notice that there's player weapons, which have one set of scripts on them, and then there's enemy weapons, which have a different set of scripts on them. So we want to copy an enemy weapon. There is already a club, so we can use that as a base. And if we go into its panel here, we're going to unlink it from template so that it's, not connected to the original club at all. It's now just its own new thing. And we're going to figure out what that piece of art is, because much like the NPCs, it's really easiest to start from the art that's provided so that you don't have to spend a lot of time fussing and lining things up. So this is weapon old club. So let's go see if we can find that. So here's the original voxel art. Let's remix that. I'm mostly happy with this club. Like, I don't want to change it a ton, but I do want to do a couple things. So I'm gonna make it just a little bit taller, and I think I'm gonna make like the spikes stand out a bit more and be a bit brighter and maybe a bit longer. I think I'm pretty happy with this. Maybe we'll change the color of the club too, just to make it stand out. So let's go to like a reddish brown or something. I'm gonna call this Cyclops Club. Save that. Then we're gonna go back into our scene here, and we're just gonna pick our art that we just made. So you can see there's the old club, there's our new Cyclops Club. Just to make it a bit more threatening, we're gonna add a little bit of extra to it. So I'm gonna go to open and I'm gonna look up a script. I think that's the one. I think it's just called Change Color by Bradley Control-Z. All right, that's the one. There's lots of scripts for you to use that are just freely available, and you just kind of have to know where to look at them. So I'll try in my videos to point some of the fun ones out that you might want, but it's a good idea to make yourself a sandbox scene and put some of your favorite scripts and templates and stuff in that scene, so you can always get them again if you think you'll use them a lot. Okay, so we're gonna set the interaction type here to time, and allowed interactors doesn't matter in this case because we're not using this. We're gonna change the auto change seconds to maybe 1, just to make this really obvious, and we'll set the change duration to 0.5 for now. Then we're gonna make sure that it says include original color and ignore black, and then we're just gonna only change the very first one here. We're just gonna like set this to here. I'll set it really bright at first so you can see what's happening. So I've turned it to bright red, and what this is gonna do is change the emissive color on the object over time. So let's just hit play. So if I left it as it is right now, that's what the club would do, which is cool, but we just want this club to look like maybe it has a damage enchantment on it or something, right? Probably over the top. So let's just tone that down a little. Okay, I also made it a little faster there. So now that we've made this club and it has this like little flashing effect on it, it's fun. We're gonna do one last thing. We're gonna open up the actual script combat melee weapon that's on it, and we're gonna change the damage. We're gonna say that this Cyclops is like pretty nasty. So we're gonna say that the min damage is gonna be 20 and the max is gonna be 25. So that's just gonna make this club stronger than this club over here. That's what we're doing. All right, that's all we're gonna change in there. Now let's rename our template here. So we'll just call this Cyclops Club, and then let's copy that and hit new template, paste our name in. We always rename our templates, and then hit save. So the Cyclops Club now exists, but we have to make the Cyclops hold its club. So let's find our Cyclops monster character over here, and we should actually rename it too. I should have done that in the last video. Let's do that now. We'll just, instead of Monster 3, we'll call it Cyclops. And then we're gonna go down to its script combat enemy behavior. And in there, one of the very first things is just says weapon template. So if you click on that, and then you click on the club, and then you hit play, our Cyclops now has the enchanted red flashing damage club going on. And if I run over and it hits me, we should see that it does more damage. So we can quickly do that. So if you saw there, the Cyclops did 20 some damage to me, and these other guys were only doing, 15 or so. So that's doing exactly what we want it to. So there you go. You have a new enemy with a new weapon. In the next video, I'll go over how you would make maybe a player weapon. I can't wait to see your monsters.